Today we're decorating this shell that I made for my Forever World sim Greta to live in. Greta Lauren is a pre-existing townie that I wanted to play through the Life and Death pack features with, as her traits were already gloomy and loves the outdoors, and she has purple eyes. She just fit the vibe for me. So I gave her the macabre trait and have been working my way through the Reaper career. I've had her collecting the tarot cards and working on the gemology, thanatology and gardening skills. I also want to get the medium skill, as that makes sense for her being in a career that's all about death and being in this world with ghosts. So I use this first room I'm furnishing as a seance and crystal space. I wanted a full gothic manor for her. At first I was going to live in the main town area of Ravenwood, but then I haven't really lived in Morningvale and I kind of like it. The Twilight film lighting and Balfour Bog, it's quite cool. So I moved Club Eternity to the other 30 by 30 lot and used this lot nearer the town square to build this house. It took so long to work out the floor plan, as I don't normally make houses that are this big. I prefer cozier size builds, even if I have a bunch of Sims living there, but I had a fairly big list of rooms I needed for this family. She's just gotten engaged to Caleb Vitor, the vampire from Forgotten Hollow. I was thinking about who I could find to be a partner for her, as Greta is halfway through the adult life stage, and becoming a parent was on her bucket list. Then Caleb showed up at my door one night, and I thought, perfect, the Reaper girl and a vampire. Thanks, Gabe. So now he also lives with us and our 2 cats, one of which is a raccoon. And he's in the business career, so I needed an office, the Paranormal / Crystal Creations room, a master bedroom, and at least one other bedroom for a child, kitchen, dining room, living room, at least 2 bathrooms, and a greenhouse for the plants. Greta also gets cool expensive collectibles like the gold frog sometimes from her job, so I wanted somewhere to put all of those things. I put the bookcase door from the latest event to the room that also has the ladder up to the tower, and that's where I'll keep all the fancy stuff hidden away. I did use Greta to complete the Lost Legacies event, as her family is one of the noble families, the Thebes, and despite being the black sheep of her family, I feel like legacy, history, future generations, all of that would be important to her. The money from it helped towards buying this place as well. We ended up with 2 living rooms, so I made one into more of an entertainment space with the TV, record player, a piano and a bar, and the other has the grand fireplace from Life and Death, an easel and bookcases, so that's a quieter space to chill. Greta's favourite colours are green and purple, and honestly I love black and green together. I'm a gothic girly myself, and I rarely have Sims that are my style, so it's super fun sometimes to have these kind of Sims and live out my Addams Family dreams. I wouldn't say this is exactly my style in real life, but I do really love the dark interior, and I love everything from both Life and Death and the Paranormal pack. Together it's a great mix of vintage and modern, moody and boho, rich but tasteful. It's kind of amusing how I think this is a big house and wondered how to fill each room at first, because this is still a 30 by 30 lot. Like, I'd get so stressed if this was the 50 by 50 or 64 by 64 lot we have in Ravenwood. Even though Caleb is a master vampire with some resistance, so he can go outside in the daytime with no problems, I still treated it like a vampire house and actually put curtains on most of the windows, which is something I don't always do, and the outdoor areas are covered, including a covered walkway to the greenhouse, which again isn't necessary. I just thought it was a cool feature, to be honest. As always, I tried to limit the packs, despite this being for my own gameplay. I thought it'd be nice to share with you guys on the gallery if you wanted to download either just the shell or the fully furnished version. So I made sure not to use CC or a million random packs. There is a couple of things I've used just one item from, like the kitchen marble flooring is from Get Famous, and I haven't used items from that anywhere else in this house, but I couldn't bring myself to use a different floor. I think it's so cool in that swatch for this house. Does anyone else get overwhelmed by the build catalogue and end up scrolling endlessly through items, just not seeing the one you're looking for? I know the game pretty well and what is tagged as what, but it is just so much, especially if you add in CC and debug items. If you want to add this house to your game, it is on the gallery. My ID is in the description. I hope you enjoy the video. Lord knows I can't talk for anywhere near as long as I can build for. So I'll go and I'll see you next time.